That Bay Area. What's up, Richmond, CA? There's some real stuff right here.
Add on coming down here.
It's IG, man.
Add on.
Once upon a time.
Add on.
I knew how to rhyme.
Keep your at home. Me on. Or me want to own. Me on type of flow.
That's all I got to say.
Me on.
Alright.
Or me want to own. Me on type of flow.
Welcome back to another episode of the Add On Podcast. Got a special guest, Santiago Balanzar. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Yes, sir. Doing perfect. So first, start off, talk about your upbringing a little bit. How it was for you growing up, stuff like that.
So I'm born and raised here in Vegas. I was fortunate enough to grow up half my life in like a middle class family. Have both the parents. Growing up on the east side.
Right.
Going through school and all that, pretty normal. Everything nothing too crazy. Moved out here, made new friends, met new people. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So what was kind of like your career goal growing up? And is it like still the same from when you were younger, or did it kind of shift a little bit?
When I was young, I was jumping around from like a firefighter. I was like 5. So I was jumping around from like a firefighter, like
We all got
construction
that
worker.
Yeah.
And then when I was like 8, I saw like, I was a nerd. I was watching the Science Channel and I saw stuff about space and I'm like, I want to learn about that shit right there.
So was astronaut was ever in that mix a little bit or not?
Not really, because I knew I could probably like die up there, and I'm like, I'd rather just stay here on Earth. I'm not trying to die in my field of work.
Okay.
So then I gravitated towards physics, towards like middle school, like learning about the math, why things happen, why they work, and like explaining it mathematically.
Wow.
So yeah. And then ever since then, I've just been focused on physics. Just trying my best to get to that point.
Gotcha. So you in college right now?
Yes, sir.
What is your major? What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in physics right now.
Physics. I could have figured. So I always felt like physics was like one of the hardest subjects, even though I didn't take it, just from looking on the outside. Like for the people who don't know, kind of explain what physics is.
Physics is like taking math and applying it to like real life objects. Like the reason why gravity affects it, like affects something, is like predicting why something will fall, how it'll fall, how fast it'll fall.
Gotcha.
And like you can use math to even figure out like the size of an object 10,000 miles away. And like just the different ways things work in life. And it just explains it like mathematically.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more to explain.
I got you, man. Let's transition to the NBA a little bit, man. Let's talk about just freak of nature, man. Victor Wembanyama. He just had his debut last night. Dropped 15. It was crazy because if you look at the his exact stat line was the same stat line Tim Duncan had his rookie year.
That shit was kind of crazy.
What do you think? You know what I'm saying? His projections is going to be his career. Do he have to be a Hall of Famer? Does he have to win a chip to live up to the hype? What do you think?
I feel like we just got to see how his rookie year goes, see how good he plays in his rookie year, see if he explodes out on there. Right. Or, shit, I hope he does. I want to see that man go far. I want to see him win a championship.
Yeah.
I'm like hyped for that.
So
He's
do you
like 8 feet tall.
Do you think the comparisons to Tim Duncan is fair, or that's too much pressure on him, like being like he's a rookie 19 years old?
I don't want people are always going to compare. They're always going to compare the rookies to the legends,
right?
You know, I hope there's not too much pressure on him. I hope they're not gonna put too much pressure on him because you know where he's at. I'm not trying to have like another Russell Westbrook situation there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said though, 7'5" is pretty crazy, man.
Probably still growing. If anything, he's only 19.
Yeah. Well, who's your early pick to win the NBA title though?
See, I could be biased. My team is the Lakers.
Okay. So you from LA? You just like Lakers? I know you explained your upbringing, but I already.
No, yeah. What's it called? I just like the Lakers. They're my dad's team. He's been watching them since he got to the United States, since the 90s, since he saw Kobe start and finish. I've always watched the Lakers with him, so I just kind of gravitated towards that.
Right.
And even today, I still see that as like my team.
Okay. So outside of the Lakers, though, since take the bias aside, you think Nuggets have the best chance? Do you think the Suns, adding Bradley Beal, Warriors? What are you thinking?
Seeing the Nuggets debut,
back to back.
I don't know. It's only been one game. I haven't seen too many games.
Yeah.
So far on the debuts. Bias aside, I think it could be probably the Nuggets again, or maybe even the Warriors if they get their stuff together a little bit.
Gotcha, for sure. Out of these three players, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, rank them.
You give me a hard one, man.
Yep. That's the question right there for you, man.
Who's the king of stats? Who's on top of the stats? Fuck. I say, damn, because then I always hear the arguments about Jordan talking about he won 6, but like how many did he lose?
What do you mean by how many did he lose?
Like they said, like
in first round exits?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's a tough choice. Like you still didn't tell me who you got number 1, who you got number 2, number 3.
I gotta put LeBron number 1.
Number 1, okay.
This is a hard one, man.
Yeah.
I've never fully had full thoughts about this. It's always been arguments every time I try to talk about it with people.
Why LeBron number 1? Because I was one of those dudes that like, I even made a video on YouTube in 2016 after they came back from 3-1. I was like, I always tell the story. I was like, LeBron to GOAT. Like I thought it was over. Then watching The Last Dance in 2020, I changed my mind. So Michael Jordan, I think, is the greatest. So I think for me, I think it's, Mike, LeBron, Kobe, me personally. But, what's your ultimate reason?
He did come back. This is still a hard one.
I think what it comes down to is just like, Jordan, you can argue those first round exits, but like once he got to the ultimate destination, the finals, he never choked. You can't really say that about LeBron. Like 2011, dude, there's like no reason they should have lost to the Mavericks. There's like no excuse for that, dude. That's really the only finals I blame him on. I don't blame him for like the Warriors. Nobody's beating the Warriors. Even Jordan, I don't think is beating the Warriors team. So I don't put no flack on that for LeBron. But like 2011, Jordan never had that in the finals, dude.
Making a good argument there, dude.
What's your thoughts on Kobe though? Because a lot of the dudes at the gym, they say Kobe better than LeBron. I don't know. The more I look into it, dude, it's
what year is LeBron in?
Year 21.
Year 21. Look at the stats last year. Look how good he was playing last year. Although he was given that team, he still was doing really good.
Right.
And
LeBron, my favorite player. I'm being unbiased. He do got the longevity though. I'll give you that, man.
That's a good point because we gotta see him this year. Even though they're only giving him 25, 30 minutes a game.
Yeah.
They're like restricting him.
Hey man, we'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
You got LeBron number 1. I know it's a tough conversation. Let's transition to the NFL a little bit though. I know you're a Chicago Bears fan. Y'all just beat my team a couple weeks ago. What's your projections for the team? You think they're gonna make the playoffs?
Seeing right now, they did just beat the Raiders.
What's y'all record, by the way?
They're right now?
Yeah.
2 to 5.
I don't even know. I don't keep up with the Bears.
I would have to double check. I lost.
But in the NFC North, though, right? So with the Packers and Vikings, I'm assuming.
I feel like they're. I don't think
know.
they're gonna make it too far. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm not the biggest NFL fan.
What do you think? What's your thoughts on Justin Fields, though, man?
They need to help that man.
Yeah. I think he's a good running quarterback, but I think when it comes to throwing the ball, he needs some help, man. But I mean, Jalen Hurts, he wasn't that good when he first came in the league. He developed that, so y'all can do the same thing with your coaching staff. You just gotta help him out.
That's with anybody, really too.
Most definitely, man. Let's transition to YouTubers, though. You used to do YouTube.
Yes,
Explain to people kind of like why you stopped.
I stopped because, all right, there's a whole context. So I was an AB student. I got my first C in this class. It was English. That teacher was a bad teacher because everybody, literally everybody in that class had like an F or a C. So it was something wrong with the teacher.
Right.
And then my parents saw it. They didn't really listen to my argument. They just took everything away. And then with the algorithm at the time and how things were, I wasn't able to pump out videos. So my channel just died. I tried making a few here and there. I wouldn't It didn't seem
And what
worth
kind
it
of
anymore.
content were you kind of like creating?
Just gaming videos. I was in middle school, man. So.
Hey, nothing wrong with gaming. Didn't a lot of people blew up off just gaming and stuff like that. You got to get back into it, man. Now's the time. You know, you ain't in high school no more. You grown. So,
I'll try, man. I mean, I got some more skills
Oh.
over the time. I feel like I've learned to edit a little bit more.
right.
So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the future
Might have to
goes.
hire you as my cameraman, man.
That's the goal. I mean,
That's the goal for sure. Name some of your favorite, YouTubers to watch to this day.
to this day, I feel like a kid saying it. Like saying your favorite like cartoon.
Yeah.
Is like Van House Gaming, some of the OGs. Who else do I watch? That man Jacksepticeye, the Irish dude. I can't think of anyone else. Like this YouTuber named Grizzy, he does gaming videos too. I don't know. Shout out to them. Okay. They've been making me laugh for years now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right now I'm kind of binging like Pawn Stars, the Pawn Stars clips. I just been having those in the background when I play games.
So like the Pawn Stars that was like that's in Vegas. Those
Yeah.
people. Okay, I used to watch them. That's crazy, man. What's your thoughts on like these streamers is blowing up? Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross. You know what I'm saying? Who's that other dude? Speed. He's another legend too, like in the YouTube community. What's your thoughts on them?
You know what? They're blowing up. They're probably making their money.
Yeah.
I hope they're keeping their money.
Uh-huh.
But they're making their money. Support to them. I remember watching them when they were first blowing up, seeing all their clips.
Yeah.
They're funny, so I'll fully support them. They're just funny to watch. It feels like when watching them, it feels like you're a part of their like friend group sometimes.
Right.
They have a good sense of community when making their videos.
Huge fan base. Like the way Kai blew up, especially.
That was crazy.
That was crazy, man.
He even kind of blew up some rappers. I ain't gonna lie. He blew up some people.
Yeah.
Bringing them on the stream.
It's crazy. Like Drake said in his album, he got what's that line he said?
I don't even remember. It's
my
something about the
youngest,
streamers.
yeah, my youngest richer than you rappers in y'all stream. That's true though. I mean, I don't know its net worth, but it's up there than a lot of these rappers. You'd be surprised.
Trying to add up all the $1 donations, probably thousands a day.
Most definitely, but that is crazy. Talk about the YouTube route as a career, like somebody like me, or anybody just like that don't want to take that college route and see YouTube and streaming as like a career goal, like pace. What's your thoughts on that for the people that might want to get into that?
I feel like I don't think it's a completely bad route to take because you're just trying to make it. You're creating content. It's like being an artist, being a painter. You're just creating content for people to look at, for people to see, for people to enjoy.
Right.
That's the end goal. Make people laugh. I don't see it as a bad route, but there is a lot of grinding to it. There's always going to be that grind, trying to make it, trying to get your breakthrough.
Yeah.
Some people will be grinding for 10 years and they don't make their breakthrough until year 11.
Yeah.
So it's a random route.
Yeah.
I just say have your backup as well. Like have a way to not go homeless,
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Follow your dreams though. I'm gonna say that if your dream is to become a content creator, follow it, see it through, try your best at it.
Right.
Because I don't see it as like a terrible career path.
I don't either. And it's crazy too, because like we were talking about that the other day. It used to be 1,000 subscribers you got to be at. They lowered it down, so they trying to even help us even more. Like people in the YouTube space trying to get to the ultimate goal, man. That's what's up. Twitch or Kick for you? What do you like? I know Kai and Aiden are I think two different ones. I think Kai he's with Twitch, right, and then Aiden he went to Kick. So a lot of weird stuff going on with that. So what's your thoughts on that?
From what I hear, neither of them are like amazing. Twitch is more just stapled in the community, is more cemented into the idea of streaming. Twitch.tv, everyone hears that, knows what it is.
Yeah.
But Twitch, behind the scenes seems a little bit iffy. Seems like they have favorites, they pick and choose.
Yeah.
Kick, I thought it was gonna be like the next thing. When I first saw it, I was like, all right, let's see how this goes.
So what's been out longer though, Twitch or Kick?
I don't know. I would assume Twitch, but Kick could have been out longer. We just only heard about it now. But I'm pretty sure like a bunch of YouTubers invested money into it to create it to rival Twitch.
Yeah.
And
because now they're giving like NBA contracts.
Exactly, dude. XQC $100
The
million.
Bruce one he got.
How much did he get?
He got like, I think like almost 100 mil. I think.
See, where's all this money coming from? First off,
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's crazy. Like behind the scenes, Kick could be they could be scheming. Who knows? But right now, Twitch is more cemented. I say give Kick more time to like round out their edges.
But I think when I start streaming, I think I want to do the Twitch route. You know.
Yeah, I got you. It makes sense because it's a more stapled. It's a more stapled one. It's the one people already have their accounts. Amazon is tied to Twitch, so there's that.
Okay. Let's touch on Doja Cat a little bit because I just showed my family a video of like, and they kind of agreed with me like what I was saying about like she's pushing that satanic image. You make the good point of like she's just a rebel. She's just doing what she want or whatnot. What's your thoughts on that? You think she's pushing that demonic image out, or is it just like whatever?
I think she's putting pressure to push it out. Either they're applying pressure, either way, money's being made.
Yeah.
So in the end, it could be the label pushing that image, making her push that image out because it creates more clicks, more attention, more people will listen to the music just to see what it's about. And then that generates more money. Like no publicity there's no such thing as bad publicity. Is like the idea behind it. But like people that argue against it, sometimes I feel like personally, me personally, sometimes like I feel like my conspiracy theory is that they push it.
They push what?
That they like push the idea that they're trying to indoctrinate the kids with like Satanism to like bring down the communities, the smaller communities, minority communities, and create a bad image around that.
Yeah. To
put them down and have them have a bad image in real life.
So why do you think the labels do that though? Why do you think the labels
it's for money.
Control what these artists are doing? Because like I said, even with Sexy Red, now she's probably another industry plant. So I'm not saying, but people have said that because if you look at her, like the way she looked and what she was rapping about before she blew up, it was completely different. So you make a good case beside. But it is pushed behind all the labels. You know what I'm saying? I think if it was up to the rappers, they wouldn't be doing this stuff. Different. You know what I'm saying? But in order to get to that point, you got to so-called sell your soul. That's what it is. Like selling soul is not literally, it's not really what people think it is. It's basically just doing anything that's against your morals that you don't think is right. You do it just for money. I believe that's just selling your soul. That's kind of my take.
I agree with that
for sure.
I think the labels just do it for the money. I think it's for the money. They sign the contract. Then the contract they sign, the labels could probably like sue them if they're not doing what the label wants them to do. And a less predictable person generates less money. Like talking about Kanye, for example, he lost like what, $2 billion.
Oh, we gonna get it to him. We gonna get it to Ye, but it's just crazy, man. Because it's like a lot of the rappers that I like underground, they just not gonna get to that point because they don't want to sell out, which is cool. But it just sucks that you got to do that in order to get to that point. It sucks, but we'll get into Kanye a little bit. Reportedly, he's dropping a new album with Ty Dolla $ign.
I've been hearing all about that, man.
What's your thoughts on that, man? Because he's one of the greatest, for sure.
I hope it's good. I mean, it's Ty Dolla $ign. They always got some good songs. Ty Dolla $ign's vocals out there, like futuristic, even. Yeah. It's like. It's like I hope it's gonna be like a futuristic album, Like,
what do you think it's gonna be given? Is it gonna be given Graduation, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, or is it gonna be given more, Jesus is King, Donda? Like, what do you think?
Because looking at their previous work, he's really worked with him on a more like Jesus is King. Like one of the main ones is like Everything We Need. Okay. Pretty sure that's Ty Dolla $ign. That should be him. But he's worked with him on like the more gospel Gotti albums. I feel like this one might take that route a little bit, but I feel like Ty Dolla $ign will be able to add his own like twist with it. Reportedly, Metro Boom is also working on the album.
Tough.
So who knows how this is gonna sound? It's Kanye West. Who knows if it's even gonna come out?
Well, Kanye is kind of confusing though, man. Because it's like we all know he sold his soul. We know that. But he wants to. I think he's a smart guy, but I feel like he knows how to manipulate people or make people think a certain thing. Like you said, like he makes albums like Jesus is King, like trying to be about God, but then it's some certain things he does outside of the rap game that's kind of controversial, like. And I believe him. Like, I want to believe him, but it's like I can't fully believe him because it's like when I think that he's doing something right, it'll be something that he do wrong. Like, for instance, there was this Hollywood party he went to a couple months ago, I think, with his daughter, and it was like I think they were performing some type of rituals with the lady was naked and they were eating food off the lady. Like, if you're a Christian man, do you really think you should be taking your daughter to that?
I don't think anybody should be taking their daughter something like that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things. I'm not saying that
I need to see that.
He's not a changed man. I hope he is, but it's just
I haven't seen that video. I need to see it.
Hey man, I keep up with
that shit crazy
with the hip hop stuff for sure, man. What do you think Kanye's best album though he's dropped ever?
My favorite has to be Ye. I know that's kind of controversial in that community.
I mean, you're a fan of him, so man.
In that community, that's kind of controversial take, but it's more, it's less objective and more personally. Me personally, it's because it helped me through. It helped me through some.
Oh, sorry about that.
It helped me through some.
Why are you laughing, man? Oh man.
So me personally, it helped me through some tough times. That album, the stuff he touched on, mental health, suicide, stuff like that. I don't know. It just kind of touched on me. And Ghost Town, dude, has to be one of his favorite songs. Objectively, that's not even like personally. That's objectively. Ghost Town, top 10.
Okay.
Top 5 even.
That's kind of I didn't think you were gonna say that. I was thinking you were gonna say what everybody else say: college dropout, graduation, because those are like his most popular. But
I ain't no sheep.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. Talk about his controversy. Like you said, I think his net worth was wasn't it at one point in time almost close to $4 billion or 2 point, and now he kind of lost it. But then I heard that he re-signed with Adidas. That's what the controversy that I was saying. He's like kind of confusing, but talk about that a little bit, like how he kind of lost all that money.
I think he was around people that were like yes men to him. Gotcha. They wouldn't like challenge his way of thinking. But from what I've heard and what we've seen, he doesn't like people that challenge his thinking. He would probably be more around yes men, and he'll be very more combative towards people who won't fully agree with what he's saying.
Yeah, very outspoken for sure.
He's outspoken, but I feel like he should be surrounded by more people that will want to help him instead of just saying yes to everything. I know it could be also controversial saying that he needs help, but the person that needs help needs to accept the help.
Yeah.
So we can't really make him get help like they try to. Look how where he's at now when they try to force him with help. But I just hope the best for him and his kids. I hope he's able to have a good, relationship with his kids.
Yes, definitely.
Make good music. That's personally. That's that's one of the most important things. Trying to just make good music.
I'm waiting for with Kanye is I have decided in 2020 to run for president. It never happened. He was on the ballot, and then now in 2024, I think he's off the ballot.
Yep.
What's going on with that?
I mean, I don't know, man.
Kanye as president is kind of crazy. I know that's kind of wild. But
who knows? Who knows what he would do? I mean, if he's off the ballot, that's his decision.
Yeah.
He
got a lot of other stuff to worry about. He's trying to be the president. You know what I mean? But
trying to worry about seeing his own kids.
Give me your top 5 all the time rappers ever. One of my favorite questions to ask my guests. Pick your brain a little bit.
All time. All right. Number 1. Now we're gonna start at number 5. Okay. Number 5. I'm sorry, Eminem.
Okay.
He's gonna be at the bottom.
I'm not mad at that.
He's still in the top tier, but he is top tier. He is really good.
When people leave him out the top 5, that's when I get pissed. You ain't got to put him number 1.
What about top 10? No, okay.
Hey, it's debatable.
Number 4. Shit, all time. I think this is not gonna be as objective as I thought it was gonna be. Gotta put number 4.
You gotta be objective.
Nah, no. You know what? I will be objective. Number 4 probably be Tupac.
Okay. I think that's why I got him on my list too. Number 4.
Number 3. I mean, you can argue. I can put him kind of equal. Kendrick.
Okay.
Kendrick. It feels weird putting him over putting him over Pac, because like, you know,
Kendrick's crazy though. He's pretty insane.
He's not part of the industry. He's one of the few people that wasn't, in control by the industry.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but hey, we ain't gonna get into it. But you'd be surprised. I'll show you off camera.
I'll put probably Kanye up there. That's also, I see how people can like disagree with that.
Who?
Putting Kanye above
number two?
Kendrick. That's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 1, I'm gonna leave that spot open, because I feel like somebody's gonna come out that's gonna be better than Kanye. Like, probably in our lifetime.
So you don't think there's nobody ever better than Kanye? Some people you didn't name. You didn't name Biggie. You didn't name, you didn't name Wayne. You didn't name.
Oh shit! Hold on, now I gotta fix it.
You didn't name Nas. You didn't name Rakim. Nas is not even in your top 5. It's kind of wild. But.
Nah, it's on the spot. So like, all right.
Yeah. It's your top 5 though. So
I'm gonna reset it because I did forget Nas. I did forget Biggie. I did forget Wayne.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, 5. It'll still be Eminem. Sorry about that. 4. Damn. All right, gonna move Pac down to 4,
okay.
And then Nas, and then. No. We're gonna put 5 Eminem,
okay.
4 Kendrick, 3 Pac. We're gonna leave Pac at 3. Nas at 2. And then this is personal, Kanye at 1.
Kanye 1, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Let's get into the last question for you, then, man. What's your add-on? If you got to add anything on that you want to say to the youth, and then what's your add-on to the world?
To the youth, stay in school, stay educated. I'm still part of that youth, so
yes,
this is more for like people probably still in school.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in school, stay educated. Don't believe everything you see.
Yeah.
Do research, proper research, and I think that's it.
Yes, sir. Man.
And then to the world, we just gotta do better, man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, we always gotta do better, but there's always good happening in the world still right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, not just do better, but keep on doing good.
Yeah, most definitely, for sure. Anything you want to shout out?
Shout out my YouTube, SS Cool Guy Gaming. Got nothing on there right now.
Sir, follow my boy. Stuff should be coming soon, yeah.
Shout out to Lakers. Shout out Kanye. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Kanye. All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Yes, sir.
Glad to be on.
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next episode.